Well, hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barentine. We have a great forecast for all the things going on here across the area this afternoon on your Friday. Mid-70s, lots of sunshine, really perfect. I don't know what else you could say. Here's our Pelk Tire tailgate forecast. If you're headed out to some Friday night lights this evening, you're going to find spectacular weather. It's going to be beautiful through the late afternoon and right on into the early evening. It drops off into the 60s, so you'll need a light cover up. I would do jeans, t-shirt, then a light jacket over the top, and you'll be just fine out there this evening. It's not like it's going to be the Arctic or something, just low 60s, so you won't need much of a jacket out there this evening, but just a light one just to cover up the arms will be good. Our big Friday kickoff, where we'll be tonight, Daphne. Yeah, look at the Faro Pirates coming into town there in Daphne. So this is an Eastern Shore rivalry. Temperatures will be in the low 60s for most of the game. So once again, really fantastic over there on the Eastern Shore. Our game of the week, this will be the Williamson Lions and the Viger Wolves in Mobile. Temperatures here mid 60s at the start, low 60s for the rest of the game. Once again, beautiful weather for that game. Another big game that's going to be happening, MGM going to Baker. Temperatures will be in the mid-60s at the start, low 60s through most of the game. Clear skies, beautiful conditions there. All right, let's check out the college games. We got the Tigers versus the Tigers. Auburn's headed up to Mizzou. Temperatures here will be in the low 60s at the start because it is an early start, so it'll be a little cool for folks tailgating up there. But then warming up nicely, low 70s, lots of sunshine, beautiful conditions up there in Columbia, Missouri. And how about Knoxville, Tennessee? This is a game. I know, it's just weird to say. The Alabama-Tennessee game is a game this year. Got good teams here, and it'll be a fun one to watch. Temperatures up in Knoxville will be in the 70s at the start of the game. It'll be beautiful, lots of sunshine, and doing just absolutely fantastic. How about for us back down here on the Gulf Coast for the weekend? We're looking good. Temperatures will be in the 70s here. Upper 70s on Saturday, near 80 on Sunday, 50s in the morning. Once again, doing just fantastic over the weekend. Let's hit the tropics real quick. Now, been talking about these same two areas for days and days. The one that's been out in the Atlantic, I am not concerned at all. We can basically write it off at this point. And the other one may briefly develop right before making landfall in Belize tomorrow afternoon. So we could see a very short-lived tropical system down there. The good news is it'll be short-lived. It'll move into the Yucatan and then into central Mexico. It's not going to come into the Gulf of Mexico. We'll be fine. And the reason why we're fine is because we got this. We got massive wind shear over the Gulf, over Florida, over the East Coast. That's all due to that cold front that came on down. When a cold front comes down in the upper levels, you have a jet stream, a polar jet, that has winds that are just ripping along. And so any tropical system that tries to come along and runs into that, it's like getting thrown into a wood chipper. It just gets shredded. So no worries for us for now. And this is also why late in the season, late in October and going into November, why we don't see very many tropical systems late in the season. Because if one was to get to us, it has to find a window in that wind shear when these, in between these fronts. And I don't see that happening now, so we're good to go, and I think we'll be fine. So it's still a small chance we could see a tropical system before the end of the season, but the chances are very, very low. High rip current risk, that's one thing we do need to keep an eye on this weekend. Water temperatures too cold for me now. It's really dropped off the last few days. But just be aware that there is a high rip current risk, so things will be rough. Be a great weekend to go for a walk on the beach if that's what you want to do. But for the most part, it's going to be too rough to get in the water and too cold now. Here's what it looks like over the next 7 days. We're going to see a gradual warming trend. It gets back into the mid-80s by next week. All in all, not looking too bad. There's a pretty forecast. The only thing we're missing here is some rain. We're in need of it at this point, but we're not going to get any here anytime soon. So it's going to stay dry probably through the end of October. I don't see anything else happening. So that's what it looks like your next 7 days. It'll be on Fox 2 News at 3, 4, and 5 this afternoon. Check in with us. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us here on our Fox 10 Gulf Stream.